Good morning. Welcome to the Community for Conscious Living weekly live broadcast. Today is Sunday, April 17th of 2022. The Community for Conscious Living is a community dedicated to personal transformation for universal harmony, healing the planet by making inspired changes in ourselves and in our daily lives to create a sustainable environment and a peaceful world. Our topic for today is healing from humiliation and shame. This is one that I know very well, and I know it's one of those things that everyone gets to experience, as we all get all of the gifts and beauty of everything that this world has to offer. And in this one, it is one of those that, it's one of those things that we have the experience and then we shove it down. By nature, humiliation and shame, our reaction to them is to want to hide, to turn inward and want to hide. And when those energies live inside of us, when we have those experiences and they're so awful, we want to shove them down, that energy of hiding stays inside of us and it becomes a protective mechanism. And as we carry this in the subconscious layers of our beings, it continues to turn inward and hide, and it covertly operates from the depths, saying, oh, if I speak up in this moment, then I may be humiliated and shamed yet again, and therefore I better just hide and turn inward, or cap that voice, keep it from speaking what it wants to say, constrict that movement, constrict that breath, stop that path forward of wanting to move out and do the things that you passionately want to do. And it stifles, and it hides, and it protects. It is a protective mechanism. It is a natural instinct. And yet, underneath all of that is a place that just needs healing, and it needs acceptance, and it needs love, and it needs forgiveness, and it really needs the light to be shined on it to reveal the truth, even to yourself, and especially to yourself, right? To reveal the truth to yourself of what your heart and soul need in order to be complete and to have the true healing at the depths of your being, so that you can receive your soul teaching, your soul lesson, and really integrate throughout all of the layers of your being what your heart and soul need, so that you can move forward, reconnect with that innate divine origin from which you came, from which you were created, of what you were created to be and experience and express in this world, and move forward as a whole and complete being from that place. So it's a beautiful opportunity that we have for us today. Is thinking of the topic of Easter and the Christian origin of that. This is a day of resurrection, a day of rebirth. And so this is a beautiful topic that aligns with that. So let's come into our meditation and healing circle. Let's come together sitting side by side, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, knee to knee, coming together as one. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your blessing of your pure divine light. This is the light of healing, the light of illumination, the light of truth, the divine name, the sacred sound codes that make up the name of divine light is Noor, the N and the Or, the Noor. manifesting, embodying the radiant, illuminating light, Nur. Ya Nur. Ya means it means to invoke. Invoke the pure divine light of illumination, of purity, of cleansing. Let's invoke that light. Ya Nur. And just imagine, perceive this light streaming into the center of our circle, cleansing, purifying, illuminating, and filling. Just let it fill the space. And allow yourself to be met by this pure divine light. Allow this light, just to feel this light on your skin, touching your skin. Allow this light to enter into your body. You know, that beautiful warmth that you can feel if you've ever enjoyed just being in the sun and allowing the sun to shine on your skin, and feel that warmth penetrate your skin and come all the way into your body and warm you. And just give you that nurturing and that sensation of warmth that goes all the way through your body and into the core of your body. Let this light come through. And as it moves through, just let it cleanse and purify, cleaning up all of the old energies that, you know, our old energies are contained all throughout our bodies, in the skin, in the organs, in the muscle tissues, in the connective tissues, all throughout the body. Energies, pictures, images, emotions, beliefs, stories, all of the things that have imprinted our cellular consciousness throughout our lives and over time, they live all throughout the body. So let this light just penetrate through and move through your body with its wisdom, cleansing and purifying. I think of them like little Pac-Men, like this light coming through, and like the little Pac-Man in the old video games, cleansing, cleaning up those places in your body. And just, you know, you can think of like the light, the fire of the light, you know, just coming through and just burning up those places that hold that old stuff that you don't need anymore. Let that light move through you, cleansing, purifying, illuminating, purifying, and also let the light move through all of your sensory pathways, through your eyes, through your ears, through your nose, through your mouth, through all of your nerve endings, and just cleansing and purifying all the way throughout your nervous system, right? Because we hold these images, we hold these stories, we hold these beliefs, we hold these expectations, right? They become expectations of what we think is going to happen if. All of these conditionals that have been templated into your body since your early childhood, all of these are held throughout your body. They are not always relevant to the present time. And in any case, you don't need to be holding on to them as if that horrible thing is going to happen again, and therefore you will experience this shameful and humiliating experience again as a result, right? This is what keeps us on that high alert, keeps that nervous system from really allowing us to be free and to be in our state of beauty and spontaneity and really being present with what is in the current moment. So allow this light to cleanse and purify. And just let it, as it's purifying through your nervous system, let it release your nervous system to come into a restful state and allow your being to be present with the current moment. And a big breath, blowing that all out. And again, together, let's call on our source in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. We call on you. We ask you to send your vibration of unconditional love. Unconditional love. Al-Wadud. The Wa is the all-encompassing, the grand and, right? The name Wa means and the grand and is the all-encompassing, all-inclusive, unconditional divine life energy, embodying the divine life energy. It's like Wadud. Because everything is love, as another phrase says, La ilaha illallah. There is no other. There is only the one. There is no other, only the one. Only the one. The one light, the one love, the one God. No God but the one God. There is only one, no other. There is no other. So we call on Wadud, and just bring your heart center, that funnel of energy that extends from the front of your heart space, bring that to face toward the center of our circle. And just perceive, imagine, feel this pure, unconditional love streaming into our circle. And let your heart center just meet this pure, unconditional love as it's streaming in. And let that funnel tip up slightly. And let this waterfall, this gentle waterfall of unconditional love stream into that funnel. And fill your heart with unconditional love. And just notice, observe and notice how your heart receives that stream of love. Notice how your heart receives it. Notice if your heart might have some blocks and barriers here and there, if it's an open funnel or if there might be some places of constriction. Either one is okay, none better than the other, but just notice. And if you feel constriction, just see if that love wants to flow around those places of constriction and maybe even surround those places of constriction and hold them and love them, but keep moving all the way through into the center of your being, into your core. And by core, I mean that vertical life force energy that comes in and runs through the top of your head, all the way along the center of your body, vertically, along the front of your spine, and all the way through your base, as this pure, unconditional love streams through your heart center. Just let it move all the way through your heart and all the way into your core. You might imagine your conscious body kind of leaning back into your physical body, like leaning back, like you're leaning up against your spine and receiving that stream of love through your heart funnel all the way back and all the way to the front of your spine and letting it pour into that vertical core. And breathe that in. Let your heart funnel be like a breathing portal. Breathe that in. And as you exhale, just let yourself drop down and land into your hips. Land into your body. sit into your hips and feel your hips connecting with the surface beneath them that is supporting you and holding you. And just let yourself melt into this space beneath you. Let yourself drop into your body and be heavy. Be heavy in your body, dropping into your body, and let your body be heavy in the space that is containing it. Kind of melt into it. And a big breath. And again, together, let's call on our source in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. We call on you. We ask you to send your vibration of your ocean of compassion, our Rahman. The ocean of compassion. This is the ocean that contains the entirety of our existence. It's the cosmic womb of our cosmic existence that contains us on our Mother Earth. And just feel yourself held in this ocean. Right? Does the fish know it's living in an ocean? Do you know you're living in an ocean? It might have a little different consistency, but you're still in an ocean of living consciousness contained within the cosmic womb of Rahman, the ocean of living consciousness, the ocean of eternal compassion. So just as you are filled with this pure divine light, and you're breathing in and receiving and filling with this unconditional love, breathe that in, drop into your body, and allow your body to rest into this ocean of eternal compassion, Rahman. Feel it hold you, support you, surround you, providing a nurturing, safe space for you. A nurturing, safe space that holds you and protects you and loves you and accepts you and nurtures you and heals you. Big breath. And our topic for today: how can I recover from humiliation and shame? This is a topic I know so well. And I heard once that our lessons, our life lessons of humiliation, are here to heal us from our arrogance. And arrogance is another human condition. And honestly, I never thought of myself as an arrogant person. Maybe it was a blind spot. I sure have had a lot of humiliation and shame in my life. And it's like the humiliation that instigates the shame, right? I've had shame from experiences. I guess it's a very fine line between shame from, that may come from experiences of others versus my own feelings of humiliation that cause me to feel shame and turn inward. I don't know, a very blurred line there, I would say. There's a lot of times, it's like it can be, our experience can be dependent on how people react and perceive what we bring forward, right? If we bring something forward that is, even a messy part of ourselves, and people react to it in a way of like, oh my God, I've had this experience where, I thought, oh, well, let me just be vulnerable and bring a messy part of myself forward and, be authentic. And the reaction was one of, oh my God, you did what? You did. And it was just so condemning and damning and shaming when I thought I was bringing something forward for healing even, and for sharing and something that might help others to heal. As we do this, right, when we're on the healing path. And, I honestly, I don't want to share the details because of that humiliation and shame. But, I've had that experience that just kind of like doubled down on the humiliation factor and took me further inward. And all I could feel in my being and do in my being is, I can't let this take me deeper into myself where I will hide and never come out of my shell. I can't let that happen. I've got to stand here, even if it means taking the brunt of all of the judgment. I can't let myself go back into hiding because I may never come out. And, with that, you just have to be present with the icky feeling of being shamed and feeling humiliated. And, at the same time, I've witnessed, I think of one of my nephews in particular who has had a really rough life, and he's only 10. And I've witnessed him being humiliated and shamed publicly when he's, been yelled at by parents in public and yelled at and threatened and everything else, when it's not that he did anything wrong other than he needs guidance. He needs consistency. He needs, teaching. And yet I see, like, you can see how it affects a child. You can see them turn inward. You can see them go into hiding, covering their faces, covering their heads, curling up into a little ball and crying from the pain. And it's a powerful experience. It's a powerful experience. So if there have been things like this in your life, and I don't think there's anybody who's escaped it completely. If you've had experiences like this in your life, there's, they can still be, unless you've done the deep healing work already, they can still be parts of you that are in that ball, curled up, covering your head, covering your face, and crying inside and saying, I'm not going to take this risk again of this public shaming and judgment and ridicule and the threats that may come from it. And that little piece, when you get ready to express yourself and to be in your glory and in your beauty and express some creative aspect of yourself, that little voice inside will like reach its little hand out from its hiding place and grasp around your throat and say, don't do it. Don't sing that song. Don't write that poem or that letter. Don't share that. Don't say that. Don't do that. Come back in here with me and stay hidden where it's safe. So for all of those parts of yourself, I want to invite them to listen as I read from this section on The Answer is Love, questions to explore as we transition into an era of peace. In this era of peace and unconditional love and universal harmony, this parts of yourself will be free to express. They will be free to express, and they don't have to wait for us to be completely transitioned into an era of peace. So invite them to listen now, and I'll read this, and then we'll do a healing with these parts of yourself, of ourselves. And the reading is, how can I recover from humiliation and shame? The response, Beloved, I know your heart better than you know yourself. I know your pain, and I know what is under that, and under that, and under that, all the way to the core of your essence. You are a being of light, spawned from my one light, and breathed into this fluid existence by my divine orchestration within my divine plan. I feel you in your pain, and I am with you here. Do not hide from me, not your pain, nor your mistakes, nor your light. You are my truth. I see you and know you. Come to me, call to me, run to me. Allow my light to gaze upon your heart, to wash away the shadows and illuminate the truth within you. Feel my love and forgiveness, my grace and acceptance, calling you home to your true self, meeting you there in your light, showering you in love. Do not hide, do not retreat, do not give up. Be humble but strong. Own your light and power without arrogance. Not because it makes you special, not better or worse than anyone, but just because it is what is. Because it is what I created you to be. It is the pure, fundamental element of creation. Light, love, and compassion. It is me, it is you, it is us. Know yourself to know the truth of the love that is the fundamental element of all creation. Return to love. Be love. The answer is love. Let me heal and restore your heart. You cannot wait for someone else to forgive you before you forgive yourself and return to your pathway. They may or may not forgive or forget. Do not let this stop you indefinitely. Do not wait for permission. Receive from within yourself and be restored. Your healing is between you and me, and no one else has any control, influence, or anything to say about it unless you allow them. Do not allow them. Be with me. Heal your heart. Restore your light. Be love. Live in love. The answer is love. Another person's shameful actions do not make you shameful. The shame is theirs. Leave it for them. Leave it to them. Their shame is between them and me and their decision of what to do with it. It is not yours. Give it to them. Put it down. Let it go. Return to love. Be you and allow my light to shine through you without embarrassment, apology, or force. You are loved unconditionally. No incidents or conditions can change that. I am sorry for your pain. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Be love. The answer is love. I want to invite your being to take in those words, whatever wants to come in for you, that transmission. And for those places inside you that may be hiding or may be resurfacing, these are the places that need the light. So that light that we called on Nur, so allow it to penetrate through your being and meet those places inside of you. To meet the places inside of you and invite those places inside of you to allow themselves to be witnessed. And there is a divine name, sacred sound code that is the name for the witness, the one who witnesses, the one, that takes us into that witness state. That's very helpful with these intense energies. So let's call on this divine name right now. It is Shahid. Shahid. And that is like S-H-A, Shahid, H-I-D, Shahid. It is the witness. I'm going to open this book from Fauziya. Excuse my rustling of pages. I'm opening the book called Divine Names, 99 Healing Names of the One Love, to the chapter on Ash-Shahid, the witness, the one who perceives, the observer. It is the act of witnessing that nourishes our consciousness and awareness and elevates them to higher spheres of our being. Ash-Shahid transforms us into witnesses, makes us aware of the divine presence, thus transforming our whole being into a symbol. Everything around us becomes a symbol of God's divine beauty and shows the glory of our true nature. We need not have much knowledge about ourselves to attain self-awareness and witness our innate truth. We need but to engage, to melt with our true self, to penetrate into the core, and to unite inwardly. So, invite those places within you to be witnessed. There is the all-encompassing, unconditional love, the all-encompassing, all-knowing truth of existence. There is the all-seeing, the all-hearing, the one true healer. It is the one who already knows, as it said, what is behind and behind and behind. And behind and behind and behind is that core truth of your divine essence, your divine origin. So allow that part of yourself, if you can, and sometimes we have to titrate that experience, like just let a little bit of it receive a little bit of light, breathe with it, settle into your body, feet on the ground, connected, grounded. Take some breaths. Feel yourself, inside your skin, supported by your bones, physically connected with the space you're in, and then let a little bit more of that witnessing in. The witness comes in as a way to help you, those parts of yourself that have been hidden, to receive the light, to receive the healing, and to be restored to its truth. So allow yourself to receive, and we call on the divine name and the energy of Shahid. The sacred sound codes, in case you're not familiar, the sacred sound codes, when they are spoken, we give resonance, vibration. of that sound into the fluid existence of the body. The body is 70% water. And let those vibrations ripple through the fluids of the body. The vibration carries the energy of the thing that it names. So when we speak the vibrations of Shahid, it actually calls into being the vibration of the divine witness that can unify us with the hidden parts of ourselves. And if we break down those sound codes, as Neil Douglas Klotz does in his book, The Sufi Book of Life, the shah, just like when we say shh, when we want something to be quiet, right? The shh actually carries the calm, the empty, the stillness, the quiet within the whirlpool of sensations and impressions. Also, the stillness within the chaos. The shh. So the shh. As you bring that in, let that just take you into that inner stillness within the whirlpool of your sensations, impressions, perhaps even inner chaos. Let it bring you into that place of stillness inside that can witness, right? And the hid, the second part of that word, is experiencing the divine life energy in action. Shahid. 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 So just let yourself ripple those vibrations through the fluid essence of your body, the fluid existence of your body. Excuse me. Let that ripple through your body and let it carry you into that place of stillness inside of yourself where you can be a witness to your inner being. Shahid. 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 And this is a state of really unifying you with the divine reality that lives through you and experiences this life through you. That place where you are not a separate you, but you are an expression of divine life energy, living this experience of life to experience itself. Shahid, Shahid. Shahid. And again, as you witness these places within yourself, the places that want to hide, just call in on Noor. We called Noor earlier, and let this light, this is the purifying divine light, and let the light shine on these places and allow them to receive. Let this purifying existence of light, this manifestation of this radiant light, come into those places and cleanse and purify. To cleanse and purify, especially the things that live there that are other people's impressions or other people's actions, other people's words that have driven this place into the hiding. Let all of those things be cleansed and purified and released and burnt out of this space. Let them be cleansed, purified, burnt up, and just dissipate like the smoke. Burnt up, and let it just smoke and ashes. The smoke will lift all of that energy out, and the ashes can be blown away. Let it be cleansed. Let it be purified. Let it receive the light as those outer bits are burnt up. Just let the light move through, burn another layer, let it dissipate, let the ashes be blown away. The light move through to a deeper layer, burning, cleansing, purifying, smoke lifting that energy out, ashes blown away, until it goes behind and behind and behind to illuminate your true divine essence. Ya Nur, Ya Shahid, the witness that unifies us with our true divine origin. An-Nur, the light that cleanses, purifies, and illuminates the underlying truth, the real truth, underneath every bit of pain we have ever experienced in this life, is a part of us that just needed permission to be ourselves and to express ourselves and to be loved and accepted for who we are, to be the beautiful sparks and creative life force beings that we are. So let yourself not stop with any pictures or thoughts or feelings or emotions or anything. Let it continue to be burnt away until you reach that being. And you can reach that being that has that deep yearning, because there is so much beauty in being with our yearning, but the one that has the deep yearning to just have full, complete permission and safety to be as you are, and to know that you are safe there, you are loved there, you are accepted there, but truly just free to be as you are created to be. Let yourself connect in with that yearning. And let that yearning can be like a tractor beam that just carries us home, guides us home, draws us, magnetizes us home to the truth of ourselves. So let that yearning, if you connect with that yearning and allow yourself to feel the yearning to be free, connect in with that yearning, and we'll call on Ya Tawwab, the one who leads to returning to your divine origin. Tawwab. 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 And that starts with a T, and then it's got two W's in the middle, so it's Tawwab. That ooh, it really gives that ooh, which is like T is like from the mystery, and that ooh, that double W is like taking us through a portal to the other side, and that ba is like that dot, that focal point, that point between, that portal between the worlds. Tawwab. And this is returning you to your divine origin, Tawwab. 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 So allowing yourself to witness yourself as a being with all of the layers of your being. At the core, your divine origin, a Shahid, witness, a Nur, allowing all of those places within you to receive the light, letting the light cleanse and purify and illuminate, cleanse and purify and illuminate, cleanse and purify and illuminate, and getting to the part of yourself underneath it all that truly yearns to be free. Truly yearns to be free, and a Tawwab, to take you through that portal to return to your original divine essence. Tawwab. And let your heart center. When you feel that yearning, feel it in your heart, and let your heart center. Like, just imagine this light of source, this healing light of source directly in front of your heart, and let the eye of your heart at the center of your heart center face directly into that light, and let that yearning be like a tractor beam that draws you to be one with that light. Let that light come all the way into your heart. Let your conscious body, like your essence, really be magnetized to that light and become the light, and let the light become you. And then Al-Wadud, Ya Wadud, we call on the divine, pure, unconditional love, Wadud, Wa, the all-encompassing life force existence embodied in itself. Wadud, Wadud, Wadud. And let yourself just be flooded with this unconditional love. Love of no conditions. So the parts of ourselves that we have put conditions on as to whether or not it was worthy of receiving love, or being loved, or being seen, let this unconditional love come through and permeate all of those places within you, and allow yourself to be embodied by this pure, unconditional love. Let it permeate throughout all of your being, throughout all of your tissues, throughout all of your cells. Wadud, Wadud, Wadud. Witnessing all of the parts of yourself, letting that light come in, cleanse, purify, illuminate, cleanse, purify, illuminate, cleanse, purify, illuminate, coming to the part of yearning that knows its truth and yearns to return to it, to be free, to be accepted, to be loved, and letting that part of you that yearns, call on Tawwab, Ya Tawwab, the one who returns you to your divine origin, and then Ya Wadud, the unconditional love, to be filled and permeated with the pure unconditional love. Allow yourself to be, to receive, to fill, and to feel, to fill and to feel. Breathe this all the way into the core of your being. breathing it in all the way into the core of your being. And as you exhale, drop down and land into your pelvic bowl, land into your hips, ground into your body. Grounded, centered, receiving and allowing yourself to be healed. To be healed means to be made whole, allowing your entire being to be made whole. One unified divine life force energy embodied in your physical form, in your beautiful physical being. Ya Shahid, Ya Nur, Ya Tawab, Ya Wadud. And I'll call all the parts of yourself to join you and gather with you at the center of your being. Breathe all of your energy into your core. And as you exhale, let yourself drop down and land into your pelvic bowl and be in your body, this pure, divine life force being, free to be and express who you are created to be and what you are created to be. Okay, breathe with that, take it in, feel your energy move as it moves through your hips, let it move through your legs, all the way through to your feet, through the soles of your feet, connecting you in with the earth. Give your arms a big stretch out and feel your presence all the way into the palms of your hands, fully embodied. I'm going to wrap up this portion of the call and move into the prayers for peace and healing. And if there is anything that you would like support with, that you would like help with, I invite you to reach out to me this week. You can, if you want to have a chat, I've got on my website where you can sign up for a free 30-minute consult. You can go to schedulewithdeborah.com, and Deborah's Debra, schedulewithdeborah.com, or you can email or message me. But to actually get on the calendar is probably the best way to do that. For those who are listening to the recording, I invite you to join us live on Sundays at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. U.S. Pacific Time for our live calls. You can find information for joining us live at joyfullylivingwellness.com or communityforconsciousliving.com, communityforconsciousliving.com. While you're there, you can sign up to receive reminders and replays of all of our calls. They are free. There's no requirement to sign up, but you can sign up to receive the reminders and the replays and information about other things that we have, other opportunities that we have. When you sign up, you will receive a one-sheet reminder of the 10 spiritual principles of our human existence. It's a reminder, one sheet you can print out to remind yourself of the truth of who and what you are and what you were created to be, regardless of what may be moving through your consciousness in any moment. And it comes with a 15-minute guided meditation that you can download and use on a daily basis to help yourself to connect with this pure divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion that connects you with the truth of who and what you are. And with that, I thank you very much for being here. Please stay on to join us for our prayers for peace and healing for the situation in Ukraine and all of such situations throughout our world, as there are unfortunately many. Right, and with that, I end the recording and move to our next segment. Thank you.